Alright, good evening. In this other video, we are going to be talking about completing the square method. But actually, when we talk about completing the square method, we're talking about another stuff, which is the formula method, because you can't talk about completing the square method without talking about the formula method. But actually, you can solve a quadratic equation using completing the square method, which will always lead you down to what? Formula method, some parts in formula method. So in this video I said completing the square method, yes, but actually it's going to be leading us to formula method. So without wasting much of our time, what do I want you to understand in completing the square method? The first one is we are going to have a quadratic equation. Let's say ax raised to the power 2 plus bx plus c equal to 0, a trivial solution. So let it equal to what? 0. So now, and there's another thing I forgot to say in my last video. This a must not equal to 0. Do you know why? This is the reason. If a equal to 0, it means that we are left with, if a can be equal to 0, it means that we are in some of the equations, when a is equal to 0, we are left with what? Bx plus c equal to 0. And this is not a quadratic equation, this is a linear equation. A linear equation is an equation that has what? Only one variable with the power 1. Yes. So a not equal to 0. So if this is not equal to 0, and let's say that this equation is not factorizable. Let's say that this equation is not factorizable. What are you going to do? Are you going to say that the equation doesn't have any solution? No. Because mathematician, because it is not all the equation, not the quadratic equation that can be factorized. They came up with what? Another one, which is this. So when you want to complete the square, when you want to solve this equation, and you say this is not factorizable. When you want to solve this now, we use completing the square method. Ax raised to the power 2 plus bx plus c equal to 0. What are you going to do? Since a is not equal to 0, a can be equal to any other number. So, and the key variable here is x raised to the power 2, because that is what makes it a quadratic equation. So you divide all through by a. So we now have what? X raised to the power 2 over, x raised to the power 2 plus bx over a plus c over a equal to what? 0. Now I want you to look at this now. What did you get from this? Okay, exclude this part. What do you get from here? Want to complete the square? You say now complete the square. Maybe you might not understand what I mean here, because some of us will just go over to this, do it 1 over 2, this. No, that is not the main thing we do. You now complete the square. How do you complete the square? I want you to check something here. If we have x plus a raised to the power 2, what do you have? You have what? X squared plus 2ax plus what? A squared. What if we have x plus b raised to the power 2? You have what? X squared plus 2xb plus what? B squared. What if you have x over 2 plus b raised to the power 2? You have what? X squared over 4 plus what? 2bx over 2, right? Plus b raised to the power 2. So this can go off to leave us with x squared over 4 plus bx over what? Plus bx plus b squared. So what if we have x plus b over 2 raised to the power 2? What do you have? You have what? X squared plus bx plus what? B squared over 4. Just the same thing with this. So we have x plus b over 4 raised to the power 2. You have what? X squared plus this is x squared plus 2bx over 4 plus b square over 4 square. Now this is giving you what? X square plus bx over 2 plus what? B square over 4 square. So now this is a complete square of this, but I want you to check this one now. We have what? X square plus bx over a plus c over a equal to what? 0. So now let's exclude this. We are not working with this. We want to complete this because this one, this c over a, doesn't have the variable of what? X. So let's exclude it first and work with this one that has the variable of x. So now if you look at this one, you now see that this is not complete. The square of this is not complete. And so what we want to do is what? We want to put it in a square form. We want to get it like this and put it what? This form, in this form. So we check for what? We check what is going to be added to this to make it a complete square, just like this. So from this now, we now check again. If you see here, we are close. We are close. We are very, very what? Very, very close. If this is to be the case now, what we are going to do is x plus what? Let's say b over a. We want to get something like this. B over a. Let's square it. So you are going to have x squared plus 2a, okay, 2bx all over a, right? 2bx over a plus what? B square over a square. Did we get this? No, we did not get this. This is 2bx, but we have what? B, we have only bx here. So meaning that we need to divide this one by 2, right? Yes. So that will now take us to what? X plus b over 2a raised to the power 2. So now this is what? X squared plus. When we multiply this now, it is going to give us 2bx over what? 2a plus b squared over 4a squared, right? Yes. So now we are having x squared plus 2, okay, plus bx over 2a plus bx over 2a plus b over 2a squared. Okay, this and this is gone. So now we have seen that the square here is now what? Complete. We can actually use this and this. We now what? We now look for a way to put this word in this equation. So we can now say that this is x squared plus bx over a plus c over a is equal to what? 0. I will now say, I'm going to explain this in two ways. It is either you add 0 to this, or you do it the other way. The first way I'm going to do it is this. I'm going to do it by adding 0. And how do I add the 0? I add the 0 by saying x squared plus, remember, it is x squared plus b x over a plus bx over a plus b over 2a all squared. I am going to add what? 0. And what 0 am I going to add? Remember that 1 minus 1 is equal to 0, b minus b is equal to 0, and b over 2a minus b over 2a is equal to 0. So this is the 0 I will be adding. I'll be adding that 0. So now I'll now say plus b over ax plus b over 2a raised to the power 2 minus b over 2a raised to the power 2 plus c over a equal to 0. So here now, from here I will now continue. I'll say x raised to the power 2 plus b over a x plus b over 2a raised to the power 2 plus plus c plus minus b over 2a raised to the power 2 is equal to 0. Now I want you to look from here. This actually looks like what we know. It looks like x plus b over 2a raised to the power 2 now plus c minus b over 2a raised to the power 2 equal to 0. Are you getting something now? So now we can actually take this one over. We now have that x plus b over 2a raised to the power 2 is now equal to what? B minus 4, okay, it's now going to be equal to what? It's now going to b over 2a minus c equal to 0. And I'll say that x plus b over 2a is power 2 is equal to what? B squared over 4a squared minus what? C equal to 0. Now, remember this is c over 1, so you can actually manipulate to get x plus b over 2a is power 2 equal to b squared all over what? This is 1 4ac, right? So have minus 4ac all over what? 4a raised to power 2. So now we come here. This is x plus b over 2a is now equal to the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over what? The square root of 4a squared. So now after this is going to give us that x plus b over 2a is now equal to the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over what? All over 2a. So now having gotten to this point, I start here and I'll say that x plus b over 2a is equals to the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over what? 2a. So now I want to make x what? Myself the subject of formula, and I say that x is equals to minus b over 2a now plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Since they have the same denominator, their LCM is the same, so I'm going to say 2a minus b plus minus the square root of what? B squared minus 4ac. That is equal to what? X. And this is what they call what? The quadratic formula, the almighty formula. And this is what they call the completing the square method. Completing the square method is what? X plus b over 2a raised to the power 2 now plus c minus b over 2a this is completing the square method, and this is what? The almighty formula. And I believe you enjoyed this video. And then the other one is I said I'm going to solve it using two ways. So I added 0 here. Yes. But you can actually cross this one over. That is what we did here actually. We did here to get minus c. We did here to get minus c. So there's no big deal there. Enjoy the video. Do well to watch it till the end. I'm Timothy, and in my next video I'll be doing some examples. Thank you. Have a nice day.